5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Each week, at this hour, we invade your living rooms, providing your radio holds up, and bring you exciting stories of the strange and unusual, dark and compelling tales, cold from the four corners of the world, bringing murder back into the home where it rightfully belongs. Tonight, we present a trio of tales immortalized on celluloid by the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock. The Lodger, Sabotage.
My name is Ariana Garcia. I played Ellen Bunting. Ellen, she found out who the killer was in the beginning. So she invited him into the home and then had him there and then found out what all happened. So she pieced it all together throughout the.
So I'm Michael Flores, and my role was the announcer. The announcer basically carried the play throughout because there weren't any actions. We didn't have any movement, so the announcer basically said all the movements and the actions going on in the scene. So we just kept up the tempo and progressed the play. I would say the most difficult part about the announcer was that most of his lines were long spurts of just him talking without anyone else talking, so it was almost like there were a lot of monologues that I had to memorize, and so in most plays you get lines where you...
Now I'll just hurry along and get you supper. We had about 4 weeks to memorize our lines, and it wasn't very hard because we can take the script up there with us. It was a part of it was a part of the show. So we had to pretend that we were voice actors and then pretend to be the people as well. So that was pretty cool. We didn't really have to work that hard on it.
I know you're trying to be considerate and kind.
Oh, thank you, sir.
the room for 42 shillings a week?
Yes, in advance.
You know, Ellen, it's wonderful. Do you realize what this means? We can have Daisy back.
Yes, I know. Here, Robert, warm that teapot with some tea leaves in it.
Righto. We can have her back with us tomorrow. You know something, old girl? We're not going to worry about Daisy falling prey to that adventure fellow.
Whatever do you mean, Robert?
Well, she's not a girl who takes a drink, you know.
And what's not to do with it, please?
Oh,
I was the manager when the stage manager wasn't there, and the stage manager wasn't there for a long part of the process. So I helped out by telling people what to do and where to go, and when people mess up on their lines, I would tell them what their lines were and stuff like that.
Tray, hurry with it. Yes, now the tea. I suppose it's all in order. Open the door, Robert. I'll take it up to her right away.
there you go, old girl. First thing in the morning, I'm going to go fetch Daisy and bring her home. Oh, it's a wonderful thing, Ellen. Wonderful. Hurry up with the supper, old girl.
Oh, I mustn't do that.
Let not thy mind be drawn away in her ways, neither be thou deceived with her path, for she hath cast down many wounded, and the strongest have been slain by her.
Mrs. Sleuth?
Mrs. Bunting!
Oh!
You will please not before entering the future, Mrs. Bunting.
Oh, sorry, good Trey. I'll tidy it all up for you right away and put another kettle on.
That won't be necessary. I've decided to go for a walk. It's a pleasant night for one.
Tonight? Well, very well, Mrs. Sleuth. I'll have all this tidied up by the time you return.
Very well.
Oh, why,
Yes?
Mrs. Sleuth,
What is it?
those pictures, those pretty girls. You turned all their faces to the wall.
Yes, I've turned them to the wall because they're wicked and sinful.
Oh, but so
Don't
they
you agree, Mrs. Bunting, that everything wicked and sinful should be purged from the earth?
Yes, yes I do.
I'm very glad to hear that, Mrs. Bunting. Now, if you'll...
Not so good.
Hello, look at this. Woman murdered in Western Flat.
Well, these sex jobbers don't appeal to me.
Portland Mansion, Portland Place.
Oh, by the BBC. That's a nice quiet place to put someone to rest. What was she like? Another usual? Another tipsy blonde?
A well-dressed woman of about 25 found with knife in her back. Lieutenant Richard Hernay is missing. The police are hot on the trail and watching the
Of my role. Well, I was framed for murder, and I was being chased. And so I would say that the importance was that my character's life was the story.
Look at here, there's a picture of that Hernay chap.
Let's have a squint at it. Both of them are Amy.
Excuse me.
Say, young fellow, where are you going? Don't you like the seats?
I do, thank you, but I just remembered something.
In a bit of a hurry, wasn't he?
Excuse me, miss, but I have to do this.
Nothing in here, Chief, except I'm on grabbing a bit.
Let's go down the end and we'll double back.
I'm not accustomed to strange men barging my apartment, let alone kissing me.
I assure you, miss, that I'm no stranger than most, and kissing you was my way of hiding it, not introducing myself. But I'm afraid they might be back, and I might be compelled to do it again.
Really? Well, I'm not interested. Now, will you please go?
I can't.
What? Why not?
It isn't safe.
Listen, are you going, or shall I have to call the conductor?
Oh, no. Don't do that. I just want your help. You see, my name is Richard Hernay.
Hernay? Why, you're the man the police are looking for.
Yes, but I'm innocent, I swear. Listen, you've got to help me. It's terribly important that I be free for the next few days. You will help me, won't you?
Yes, of course I will.
That's fine.
You say the police are on the train looking for you.
Yes, that's why I forced my way in here.
And just how am I supposed to help you?
Well, they're looking for a man traveling alone. If I stay in here with you, they'll think we're together and just pass us by.
How clever you are.
You'll do it?
Yes, of course.
Say, you're all right. What's your name?
I'm Pamela Stewart.
Pamela. That's rather pretty. It suits you.
Thank you.
There they are now. Remember, I'll pretend to read and you do the talking.
All right. Come in. Excuse me. Have either of you seen a man pass here in the last few minutes? Young fellow, smooth shaven. Why? No. Wait. Are you the police?
That's what, miss?
This is the man you want. He barged his way in here and told me his name is Richard Hernay.
Why?
Come here, you.
Let go of me.
Are you Richard Knight?
Well, speak up.
Yes, and thank you very much, Miss Stewart.
Well, you didn't expect me to harbor a murder in it, did you?
I'm not a murderer, and I hoped you might have given me a chance to prove that.
We'll see about that. Come on, Unai.
Certainly, John. I'll go with you willingly. In fact, I'll lead the way.
To do with your husband? That's right. Mrs. Burlock, is your husband inside that cinema?
She knows nothing, ma'am.
Yes, he's inside.
Inspector Thomas, the old man's got a bomb. He said he's going to use it.
Mr. Burlock?
Gentlemen, the professor.
Mrs. Burlock, what's your husband's nerve like? Can you control this other man?
No,
He can't?
he can't control anyone.
The auditioning process is that you have to fill out a little paper with your grades and any schedule conflicts and all that stuff. And then they give you a part of the play to read off of the script, and they do it as a group thing, so you don't you're not auditioning for one part, you're auditioning for all of it. And so, yeah, and then you kind of just find your place, and then if you make it, you get a call back. If not, then...
Was my favorite part of the play. It was probably, we were inside a lot, and jokes were inside, and so it was pretty funny. I liked that.
I really enjoyed the play. There was a lot of good people, and I made new connections with people I would have never thought I would ever talk to. So that was really nice.
Would you rather play?
I probably would do another play if my friends weren't in it, if it really piqued my interest, because then I would know I'd have all these people behind me to support me. So that'd be really cool.
I'm Ashley Guerra, and I was the stage manager on stage. I was practically all the sounds for anything that needed to be done. If there was a car door that needed to be open or shut or anything, I just made all the sounds on stage with random objects or objects that were put together. Messed up that it was really obvious, because then there was a long pause or everyone was panicked because sometimes the door opening or closing was the cue into the next scene.
This way, please. We can pick up the car in the corner.
The police car? Where are you taking us?
To Scotland Yard, of course.
Scotland Yard?
But you can't do that. You heard the man. He didn't kill anybody.
Easy now, easy. He'll be all right. All we want to do is put this on record.
Oh, that's better.
Nothing to worry about. He'll be a free man in a matter of hours, Mrs. Hene.
Mrs. Hene, what are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just
Mrs.
thought...
Hene. That'd be just fine, that would. We were together for one day and we fought 24 hours.
20. You were asleep for 4 hours.
Could you imagine what it would be like? Fight for breakfast, fight for lunch, fight for dinner. One long, drawn-out battle for the next 30 or 40 years.
Oh, 40 years. Do you even think we can keep it up that long? I mean, really.
Well, you could try.
My name is Tom Wilson, and I teach Art 1 and 3D design. I've been teaching for about 10 years. Well, I had an interest when I was very young. I enjoyed drawing all the way through elementary school and high school. I took a lot of art classes in high school. I took classes in music also. When I went to college, I just was really interested interested in the art department and getting an art degree, so I went ahead and did that at Fresno State. Well, my process usually is gathering together information about the subject, coming up with lots of samples, pictures. I mean, it's art, so we need to see examples. We always take notes, and we try to learn a little bit about the subject or the media. Like if we're doing a painting, for example, we learn about the type of tools that we use, and a theme, and maybe an artist. And then most of the time is spent working on the project. We have projects that stretch out for a week and a half to 2 weeks. You know, if you're working on an artwork, these things take time. We also have some lessons that are shorter. Have I ever showcased any of my students' artwork? Yes, yeah, we do every year. We take quite a few artworks to the Fresno Fair. I also regularly will have students enter into a competition. We had a student one year enter a congressional art competition, and their artwork went to Washington, D.C.
My name is Johnny Stafford, and I teach photography, and I do the yearbook here at Hoover High School. I have been teaching here at Hoover High School for 25 years now. I got interested in art in high school. I had a really great art teacher. Her name was Lynn Austin, and she was just really fantastic. And I said, you know what, that's a very cool thing to do. My mom's a teacher, and I said, you know, I think teaching's cool. And so I decided I wanted to do that. Again, that class pretty much, it was a photography class, but we also did drawing in there as well. And it just really opened my eyes to the world and made me look at things very differently. And I said, you know what, I want to be able to give that experience to other people. In terms of the assignments that I give, I try and give a wide range of experiences to students. Some of my assignments are fine art, meaning things you might see from Ansel Adams or Edward Weston, something like that. Other things might be more commercial or professional photography oriented, so I give a lot of portrait assignments, things like that. So it really runs a wide range of experiences that I want kids to have. In addition, this year they're doing a lot more video, and that's a great experience because a number of professional photographers also work in video as well. So I really wanted to take, if you will, a shotgun approach to my art teaching, to where I give kids just a variety of experiences that they may encounter if they do decide to do something like this for a career. Even if they aren't going to do it as a career, it's still a great experience because it's just a way for kids to access not only art, but also technology, because more than likely kids are going to be dealing with technology at some point in their life. My students stay on projects, it really varies the length of time. Some assignments are shorter, some assignments might only take, a week and a half, something like that. Other assignments will take several weeks. For example, this video project that kids are working on takes multiple weeks to accomplish, so it really depends on exactly what it is we're doing, so it's as varied as the types of assignments that I give. Absolutely, we like showing kids artwork at a variety of places, primarily the big Fresno Fair. I mean, that's a big thing every year for all the art schools, or all the schools throughout Fresno County. And it's just a really nice showcase. We've also shown before at banks and at businesses and things like that. We've had kids
work out.
Music at Hoover High School is inspirational, and the students can tell their story through their music. Music gives them hope and a different perspective of society.
My name is Alec Davidian. I am 17 years old. I'm a senior here at Hoover, and the instrument as I play is my throat, because I'm in choir. Music for me is probably a combination of an escape from reality and a way to let people know how I'm feeling. So if you find me listening to death metal and staring off into space, or if you find me singing a power ballad or something, then you'll know exactly how I'm feeling.
My name is Byron. People call me Jeffrey. I pick guitar because all my cousins all played it, and I started getting interested in how to play it. My hardest piece is Green Day, Time of Your Life. It was hard to know how to play the chords and stuff. Whenever I get tired, like I play guitar for like almost hours and hours until I get tired. And I'll stop texting people or whatever, or no one play the game just to play guitar.
Llorarás, llorarás por tu capricho. Si yo sé que es a mí a quien quieres, no podrás ser.
It's very easy to play. The sound it makes, I think it's just beautiful.
Te he prometido que te he de olvidar. Cuánto has querido y yo te supe dar. Solo y herido, así me dejas.
I didn't struggle. I learned because of my dad. He used to sing and play guitar, so he passed it on to me. My guitar class basically takes me away from the problems I have. I just kind of play the guitar and, you know, it just takes me away from everything.
I wanted to be a music teacher because that's what my life was about.
athletics and music was what I decided to stick with.
My name is Brandon, I'm 17 years old, and I play percussion. I started to play drum set, and I continued my passion in music in high school.
Hi, my name is Natasha Dixon. I'm a senior at Hoover High School. I've been in band for about 6 years. I started playing in band when I was in middle school, my 7th grade year. My friend Savannah Kennedy got me interested in it because I would always be tapping on my desk. And so she told me that I should come out and join band. And so I did. I've always wanted to play the flute because I found it very interesting. But I was drawn more towards percussion and the drums, the way the sounds were and how you can make a quick beat out of anything literally there was exciting to me. Like the whole part when I was like in classroom and being able to play with the pencils and I can make a song out of it, I thought it was amazing. And now being in band and having the instruments and having the different like instruments they have with the percussion actually just really made me happy to play.
The encouraging phrase I usually tell my students is music is a part of life. And you really can't go a day without listening to some type of music. Everybody always hears some type of music, and it's about a feeling that you not only have for yourself, but that you give to other people. So music is very emotional and very much a part of everyone's everyday lives. So use it to their advantage.